This spring, the RCMP Training Center is a very busy place, and safety is the focus on the current RCMP Motorcycle Traffic Corps training exercise.
The members on this course are all traffic enforcement members, and we need them to have a Class 6 driver's license for operating a motorcycle. We need them to have 1 year of experience on a motorcycle of some sort, and then after that to have some exposure to the detachment motorcycle where they're stationed, so that when they come on the course, the machine is not completely strange to them. From there, we take them through an 11-day course that puts them through a progression of exercises, and the final stage, the qualification course, is what we have outlined in front of us here today, and it's a timed event of the major maneuvers that a member will encounter while on the field, having to go around large objects, having to slalom through traffic, having to turn tight in circles, less than 6.8 meters in diameter, because most roads are 7 meters, so we need them to be able to turn without touching the ground within that space, so that in real time they can maneuver the motorcycle effectively.
The training is all-encompassing, touching upon the following key elements.
Each member is trained to be able to do enforcement all by themselves. We also train them to do enforcement with a partner, somebody who could be their cover, if you will. And then after that, we teach them formation riding in 2s and 4s and in larger groups in the event that we need to proceed between locations in large groups of upwards of 24 motorcycles.
Safety is prominent in this training, and being able to handle the bike is a focal point.
We teach the members to handle that bike almost instinctively. They become that familiar with it, because in police work you need to be able to, first of all, ride safely, observe a violation, then take some form of action to signify to a driver that you want him to stop, and then after that you can proceed behind them, park the bike, and interact with the individual in one way or another. We also need them to be able to account for weather. You know, we expect them to ride in some rain, some inclement weather. On a very windy day like today, you know, the wind catches in your windshield and it creates some instability. We also teach them to ride on the highway, and we teach them to be comfortable at 140, 160, 180 kilometers an hour. And on a Harley-Davidson, that's a little bit of a challenge, because that machine is more comfortable in city environment, not necessarily on the highway. But we do have to go on the highway, and we have to learn to deal with those types of situations.
The training scope is not just centered for Chilliwack.
It's province-wide. We trained all the members from British Columbia. We have offered positions on the course for members from Alberta. We've also offered positions on the course to members of other police departments like West Vancouver, Delta, Vancouver, etc. And we're now pursuing that particular angle to have other police forces enjoy our standard of training here at the Pacific Region Training Center in Chilliwack.
As one can see, many elements are present in motorcycle training, and a lot is packed into each exercise.
It's 11 days, and there are full days of training. And we train daytime, nighttime, and we train urban, we train highway, we train a little bit of off-road as well, because in environments like Chilliwack and many other areas, you may need to take some secondary roads sometimes on gravel. We also teach our members to do park patrols and go behind schools and go look for enforcement opportunities where a guy in a car just can't go.
The district commander explains the value of motorcycles used by the traffic division of the RCMP.
The motorcycle profile is an extremely valuable tool in an urban environment, because we're able to concentrate on red light violation, intersection violations, seat belts, hazardous moving violations, because the bike is very maneuverable. We can turn inside of 5 meters, so by the time an individual drives by us with the seat belt on, it's easy for us to turn ourselves around and go intercept the individual way before he can even click the seatbelt back on. And then, of course, for red light intersection violations, it's also a wonderful tool, because it's very stealthy, because you're a small profile on the intersection, and you're able to cut through all the lines of traffic to go and get at the individual and deal with the situation. It also is a valuable tool when it comes to doing VIP security, when we do motorcycle escorts of dignitaries that come to our country. And we're preparing now for the 2010 Winter Olympics, because between now and then there's going to be several very important visits that are going to come up, and we're in the process of training a large complement of individuals so that we can deal with these situations, because typically these large functions are in multiples of 12 policemen. So if you're moving a president or a dignitary of some sort, you can need as many as 12 motorcycles to do that over any particular route. And if you have a large number of VIPs, well then you end up having to deal in multiples of 12 riders. So we have a lot of training to do between now and then.
From the Chilliwack RCMP Training Center, I'm Bruce Atkinson reporting for Shaw.